What is up guys, I'm the Random Movie Guy and I'm coming at you with some big movie news that I am really excited about. According to Variety.com, Peter Jackson and Fran Walsh, the genius filmmaking duo behind the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit series, are set to make their big screen reunion with Universal's and MRC's The Mortal Engines, based on the award-winning sci-fi book series by Philip Reeves. Set in a dystopian future where Earth cities roam the globe on huge wheels, battling each other in a struggle for ever-diminishing resources, Mortal Engines is the story of two unlikely heroes come together and change the course of the future. So just based on that description from Variety.com, I'm really excited. But the more research I'm doing about this movie, the more excited I'm getting. I haven't read the book series, so this is all new information for me. But the idea of cities on wheels in a dystopian future sounds flipping amazing. So as mentioned earlier, this is based on a science fiction novel by Philip Reeves, which was originally published in 2001, and it's based in this post-apocalyptic world where this war called the 60-Minute War completely ravaged the Earth. I'm talking full nuclear holocaust, more than nuclear holocaust actually. Just think about that for a second. There was a war that started and ended within an hour. 1 hour. I mean, what could be so scary as to be able to do that? To be able to stop a war in its tracks that quick? It physically destroyed the world. So you got volcanoes and earthquakes. Basically, you can't survive on Earth. So in order to survive, this mad scientist come up with this idea to put London on wheels. Like the whole of London, just lift it up, put it on a robotic skateboard and just live a nomadic life. And it worked. And so the rest of the world, at least the Western world, adopted the same idea and in order to survive, turned themselves into these massive robotic walking cities. So the first book, which this movie is going to be based on, is set several thousand years after that war, and cities are like predators now. So because the world's all messed up and resources are really limited, the most effective way of survival for any of these towns is to pillage and plunder. And so the opening scene of the first book is London chasing after a small town over the ocean known as the Hunting Ground. And the passengers on board London, which sounds weird to say passengers on London, but yeah, they're watching their city hunt down another little town as if they were some sort of lion hunting a gazelle. It's just mind-boggling high concept stuff and I love it. So the way I'm going to quantify this movie in my head is to compare it with Mad Max Fury Road, that whole idea of limited resources and big gangs dominating the world, and mash that up with the classic anime Howl's Moving Castle by Miyazaki. Now obviously a city is a lot larger than a castle, but you can see where the comparisons lie and there's similar imagery there. So the movie's set to come out on the 14th of December 2018. Peter Jackson is definitely no stranger to that date, as all the Lord of the Rings movies and I believe the Hobbit movies came out around that sort of date. But he's going to be facing stiff competition in 2018 with the sequel to The Force Awakens Episode 8 coming out around Christmas time, as well as the Avatar sequel by James Cameron coming out on the 21st December. Mortal Engines is going to have a bit of a difficult time at the box office in the second and third week and moving forward. Anyone who knows me in real life knows that I'm an absolutely huge fan of the Lord of the Rings movies, especially the second one. I've watched that an unhealthy amount of times, and in my opinion, they are the greatest movies of all time as a collection. At the very least, they are the greatest adapted screenplays of all time, and that is in no small part down to the fact that Peter Jackson and Fran Walsh dedicated something like 3 to 5 years of their life on the project. I mean, you can see in all the bonus content and the DVDs and whatnot, they were huge fans of Tolkien's work. Now, when it comes to the Hobbit movies, the reception is a little bit more mixed. But what people forget is that Peter Jackson wasn't actually meant to direct the Hobbit movies. It was Guillermo del Toro. However, del Toro had to leave the project because he had prior commitments. So in a way, Peter Jackson stepped up for the fans and got the job done. Mortal Engines, on the other hand, is something that Peter Jackson has been trying to do himself for quite a while. Peter Jackson himself announced in December 2009 that he actually wanted to bring the sci-fi novels to the big screen, and it's going to be about 9 years after that it's actually going to come true. So I personally can't wait, knowing that both him and Fran Walsh are dedicated to the project. Knowing what they can do when they're dedicated to something, with today's technology, we're in for a great ride. So that's it. I'd love to know what you guys have to think about the movie. Have any of you read the book? If you have, drop a comment down below. Let me know if there's anything that I need to be looking forward to, because seriously, I'm really excited about this. Me myself, I'm not sure if I'm going to actually read the book because frankly I don't want any spoilers. I want to experience the movie firsthand like I did with The Lord of the Rings. But if you like this video, drop us a like, and if you want to hear more content from me, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try and come up with a video at least once a week, if not more. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.